Hello and good evening and welcome to another Saturday night of Shadow Whispers in the Night with myself and Lulu.
Hey.
Hey, Lou.
Hey. Long time no see.
I know. The two of us are sick, so we're laughing like huskies. Huskies. We're laughing like huskies.
I sound like I've been smoking for years.
Yeah, well, I probably have on and off, so that's my reason. I have a chest infection as well. Anyhow, how was your day?
Oh, busy. Work. Yeah, whatever. I'm just a bit tired now, but I'll be okay.
I know. It's Saturday night, another weekend, never stop. So we have a fantastic show on tonight with us. We have 4 fantastic ladies from Wexford, Paragirls. So we're going to bring the ladies in now and we're going to have a great night with them.
Yeah.
So good evening.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight? How are you doing?
Good.
Good. So would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, so we're Paragirls. There is only 3 of us here tonight instead of 4. Emma had to work in the morning, so she couldn't stay. I'm Lisa.
I'm Karen. I'm Sarita.
You are Paragirl. How long have you been in how long have you been doing paranormal investigations?
As a group, I think we've been about a year now.
Yeah. How long, sorry?
About a year as a group.
And whose idea was to start the group up and what got your interest into the paranormal?
It was definitely it was mainly Lisa's idea.
Oh, thanks.
Well, credit where it's due. Yeah. We said, feck it, why not? Sorry, I didn't realise my allowed to curse.
It's me.
We said, why not? We said, give it a go. We all have an interest in it, so
yeah. It's
said,
brilliant.
Let's go for it.
Absolutely. And you've done fantastic locations. You have done fantastic.
So far,
good locations. I have a few pictures here. I'm going to say hi very quickly as well. Hi, Nigel. How are you doing? Hi, Roger from Memphis. How are you doing tonight? There's our Nando. Nando, we all good. I hope you're doing okay. We'll give you a wee text later. Hi, Suzette. How are you doing tonight as well? There's a few pictures that I have here now of the ones that you have sent me over. I'm just going to see if I can find them. Okay. This one here is one that I have done before. It is literally out the road from me. It's about 10 minutes out the road from me. And to start, I think Emerald was the first team to do this location, and then it just took off. We've done it many times, but then we've moved on to other places. But this place took off, and you're going to know it when I put the picture up.
Oh, yeah.
The military.
That's a great.
Yeah.
The military museum.
It's a good picture.
Yeah.
It's a great bloody place as well. It's a
Was
great
that our
place.
first one altogether?
Was that your first one?
Possibly.
Altogether, I think.
As a group of 4, was it?
I think that was,
Oh,
Yeah,
group
it would have been,
picture.
yeah.
Was that your first location?
Our first group investigation.
Wow.
Oh, with the 4 of us? Yeah.
4 of us, yeah.
And how did you find it?
Amazing.
It was brilliant. It's really good. Good place.
It is the military museum. Yeah, it's a great place. The audio that we have gotten from it ourselves as well was just fantastic. Now we will go back to it eventually, but it was absolutely fantastic. What was your very first location you've ever done?
Mine was Loftus Hall, public investigation.
Mine was also.
Yeah.
I dragged her. Yeah, I dragged her along.
Wicklow Jail with you, or was it Loftus Hall with you? Wicklow Jail.
Wicklow Jail was my first location.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we have Loftus Hall, because I've never been in Loftus Hall.
No, I
so
haven't either.
fabulous.
Never. But
Oh,
I will
no,
be.
no.
I know, but I hopefully will get into it now when they open it up as a hotel. And as Mary was saying, room 7 and room 13. Oh, I hope to get to it. And Mary was saying room 7 and 13 are the rooms that nobody will go into.
Oh, yeah.
I think room 13.
We will. We will.
I mean, a few gin and tonics, I will. Sure. But no, when it opens up in a hotel, Lulu, have you been in the Loftus?
No. I was mad to get going, and then next thing they were like, "Oh, it's sold," and I was like, "Oh," and I knew then it was just a matter of time then when it was going to go, like as in they weren't going to let any people in. So yeah, I was really disappointed I didn't get to.
Hi, Bridget. Someday,
and I'd say that
was weekend.
Yeah. Oh no, defo now when it gets like
Aye.
done into this lovely hotel. Yeah.
Whenever they get up and running, people stop breaking into it so they can get it bloody working on and leave it as it is so they can get it into the hotel.
Have they done much on it?
Not that I know of. Not that I know. Hello, Jenny Sullivan Sunyasi. That's the first time my name has been called out that much. Hi, Facebook users. I don't know who it is, but just your name at the bottom. There's Miss Mary Nolan. Mary, what's the crack with you?
Mary.
We're just talking about you. And not at all. What rooms not to go into. What else? There's another picture here. Where is it? Oh, this is a fantastic place. Duckett's Grove. That is just amazing. I know when we're talking tonight, it's not. There's not many rooms you can go into it anymore.
No, actually not. No.
And that tower at the top. Oh, it's Michael. Hi, Michael. The tower at the very top. We used to go to the tower at the very top. The middle bit, fair enough. I'll just show you the picture one more time. The middle bit and the tower, we went up there, and then the very, very top, we went up there. But you can't do that anymore. No, that's all gone.
No, you can go in the middle bit, but not the towers.
They've also closed off the basement part of it. I think they're waiting on an engineer. Is that the word? Structural engineer. That's it. That's the word.
Is that the big kitchen?
They should like put money into these kind of things, that way, into these places.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They have to get so bad before they'll actually do anything with them, though, which is such a shame.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the work.
Yeah, and that's kind of like especially with those
the county council, huh?
Yeah. Well, with those stairs coming down now, and that's, I mean, safety. You be careful if anyone goes into it. And I know kind of a few teams are due into it soon. Just be careful when you're in it. And that's the basement area. Is that where the big kitchen is with the big high ceilings?
Yeah. Because there's the big cellars down there, isn't there?
I think I have one of the pictures here. Is this it? Is that the kitchen area? Of
that's down in the basement.
Yeah, of Duckett's Grove. Did you get anything in that area?
Yeah.
I've been, I say, once or twice.
We've been once.
I did in a place. Yeah. Myself and Karen have done a public investigation there before, and then we've done our own investigation there as well. And the first time we were there, you were in the room. I was up kind of like the little alleyway and doing a lone vigil, and we're in that room with groupies, and you heard like a really loud growl.
Did you?
In that room?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I heard that.
Yeah. Isn't there an awful lot of, every time we go to different locations, we always get a growl. Like we all, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just them.
I'm starting to think it was.
Oh no, it's just we always get a growl. There's always a growl saying, even in the museum that we go to, Lulu, the Millmount Museum, we get growls in there as well. We get growls.
Or like a hissing noise sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to, But
in that location, in the museum, but I think we kind of discovered what the hissing sound was. I think we did. So equipment. What kind of equipment do you use? How would you do in your investigation? Are you more spiritual? Are you doing equipment?
A mixture of both. Like, we kind of go in, get a feel for the place, and then decide when we're there what equipment we think will suit it best,
Right. Yeah. What is your go-to piece of equipment? What would be your go-to?
I like the dowsing rods.
Yeah, I'd be the same one, like the dowsing rods as well. And even the voice recorder to show
Yeah,
the EVPs.
EVP.
Yeah,
What's
love.
underneath?
I love this whole, not sure what's happening with it now, as all the workmen have down tools too. Oh, geez. Well,
Oh,
yeah. That's not good. That's not good. You can't go into the old building of it now, but you can go around the gardens and everywhere else. That's for the gardens are active too.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gardens are really,
Yeah.
Did anything happen with you ladies in the garden of Tuckets?
Yes.
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 Yeah. I think it's the
what
first place where we went in and we were absolutely petrified.
It's the first time I've ever been scared anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, like
What
we
happened?
To move.
Yeah.
The minute we stepped over the threshold into the gardens, the three of us just froze. We were like we just couldn't even explain. It was just this.
We were not wanted in the gardens.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
just felt.
It was a scary feeling.
yeah.
But we did continue all around. The footstep.
God.
Do you mind
The
me
words
asking? Have you?
came true.
Oh, what's that?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just. Oh no, it's okay. I was just wondering, like, have you had your own personal experiences, paranormal
Yeah,
experiences? Yeah.
So what
Then-
made you uncomfortable in the garden? Did you get any audio along? What made you feel nervous? Because I know there's a few stories about the banshee in Duckett's Grove. I think she's outside she's in that area, I know, around a tree. I know it's like a pet cemetery around there as well, I think. What happened? What did you get any EVPs from while you were uncomfortable? Sorry, go ahead.
No, we didn't actually do any EVPs out there, but when we were walking around, I was just behind the girls and I thought I heard one of them like whisper something or say something to me, and I turned around, but they were in peace, so they weren't behind me whispering in my ear. Like, so it was like I heard the whisper behind me, stopped to turn around to see what they were saying, and then remembered they were in front of me, and I was like, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
so
God.
like, what?
Yeah, I was shaking. I was like, what?
I was like, what's wrong with you?
I think we got
Then
that.
I turned around.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I turned around. I was behind you. I think it was in the second part of the gardens. And you were talking amongst yourselves. And I don't know, just happened. I turned around and there was a figure all in white.
Oh,
And I absolutely just ran past the two of them. But went to see you. Don't know, just freaked you absolutely out.
There's definitely something about those gardens. I know the first time I was ever there, and I, come home, do my audio work, and then I can hear someone behind me saying, Jenny. And I'm thinking,
Yeah,
like,
like
there. Yeah, that's the whisper beside you. And it was a man. It was a man that
it was
whispered.
very strange.
Yeah. And I didn't hear it on the night, but I heard it obviously when I did my audio. But yeah, I have I been back again? I think I went once, twice. I'm not too sure. We do want to go back again. We do have the next few months filled up, but we have to and there's a lot of traveling in those few months. So we want to keep a month free that we don't have to do anything. I think, holidays and whatnot to be done. There's another picture here. Let me see, where is it? Yes, this one here. In the
that's the
museum. That's the stage. Yeah, that's the stage. I love the Athenee Museum. How did you find the Athenee Museum?
We absolutely
Love
love
it.
it.
Love it.
Love it. We'd go back tonight if Johnny rang us and asked us to come down.
Johnny, are you watching? You said you'd be watching. Where are you? I'm going to check to see who's watching somewhere. Cannot see him.
I think
Cannot see
Johnny's investigating.
No, he's home tonight. No, he's home tonight. Yeah, I think it's next week.
Wow.
There's Raymond. Raymond, what's the crack with you? How you doing? Looking forward to, I think it's 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, the Global Ghost Hunt starts to kick off. Mary saying the last time we were there, it was a proper full moon and the activity was unreal. It was so bright we didn't need torches to walk about in the big open shed near the car park. Lots of activity in one of the corners and intelligent. We love.
Yeah.
We have to go back. We have to go back. You're going back pretty soon. Hi, Linda.
We're going soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going back soon. Would you ever do a live from it?
Maybe. We haven't been brave enough yet.
Have you've never done any lives?
No.
Would you do them? Or would you do
down the road, like kind of going?
would you be opposed to them, or would you do it just for the ones who can't make or the ones who know of Duckett's Grove? Would you be opposed to doing it live, or would you kind of like do one for bed? Because once you start one, you never stop. I don't.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Once we get into it, we will, but we just haven't been brave enough yet to do it.
I think we get so wrapped up in actually investigating.
We
Kind
kind
of
of
forget using our equipment and stuff. Just forget about it.
Yeah, that's
The
it
one-
too.
I definitely find though with the lives, it's been very handy. Do you know, like correlating with other stuff that we may get? Do you know the way, like, so it's like you hear this and you hear that or whatever, and then like that if it came through the live as well, it's like it's very handy. Yeah.
That has to be Gillian.
It's like what?
Shawnee, is that Shawnee? Who's it saying that he's a bard? Hi, it's Shawnee. He's a bard. No hope. We're coming down. We're all coming down for you, Shawnee.
Just gonna spin it over.
He's a bard. No hope. Raymond, out with Spirit. Was it mechanics next weekend for a mystical event? Oh, we're Friday and Saturday. My team is out as well. So let us know. We're going to probably do a few lives from the locations we're at, Raymond. So I'll let you know. Mary, Athenaeum has a very dark presence at the top of the stairs. Bear the attic opening, not so pleasant. Where's the attic opening? Is that in the top
I
of the
agree
stairs?
with it. Yeah.
Is that on top of the stairs?
Is that not on the
At the balcony? The attic. You can get up to the attic from the balcony, so I presume.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. Did you ever get for the on the balcony at the back row? Have you ever sat in the back row on the left hand side?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Put me in one,
you sat up there, yeah.
Did you feel anything up there? Has the seats ever one of the seats ever been put down? And on top of the balcony? Have you one of the seats, you know when you have to push the seats down? Has one of them ever been like pushed down the way they're meant to be? Has it?
No,
you know
not
when
for
this
Not for us. Apparently it has.
Yeah, we didn't get that either. But we're back down in June, so I am so looking forward to going back down to meet the old buddies who would call me names.
I will say, go into the morgue part
That's our favourite.
and sing the national anthem. You'll thank me later.
Really? Will I thank
Yeah.
you? Will I thank you later? Oh, sugars, okay.
Yeah. See you later.
Or else you'll be cursing us one or the
Yeah,
other.
one or the other.
Oh, what? Oh, curses. Oh, God. So go into the morgue area and sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Right.
And make sure you
Melissa.
have a cat ball.
Oh, the cat
No.
buttons.
These cat balls have never gone off yet. And if I
Well, they have now.
they have from last week. But before that, I said, if you do nothing else, please just set one of Louise's cat balls off. Just one of them. Just set one of her cat balls off.
Oh, I was mad for those cat balls to go off. Yeah.
Because I remember watching Nando doing his one of his videos, and the cat balls were going off with the questions, and they were brilliant. And I was like, oh, I won't show Louise that now because I know she wants the cat balls to go off. So I want to know one of your worst experience of investigations.
Like bad experience, like or like scary or something.
Both bad and scary, and either one.
I don't know.
Mine would have to be the Ouija board laptop. That's it, terrible. That's a night
What
I never
happened?
want to forget.
I love
Engraved into my brain.
I loved it.
Of course you did. It wasn't coming after you.
Oh no! What happened with the Ouija board?
Yeah. It was in the chapel part, and he was following us through each of the sessions. So
Oh no!
we got on the we got on the Ouija board. There was 3 of us on it. There was myself, Lisa, and another lady on it. So it starts spelling out the name Sarah, and your one next to me goes, "That's my name." I was like, "Oh, okay." We were asking him questions, but he would only answer my questions, wouldn't answer the girls' questions. And he was taunting us, all this, and then started spelling out the likes of Go Joy and all this. And I was like, okay, we're going to say goodbye now. And then after the Ouija board, we sat on the benches. Now, Lisa sat, I'd say, about 5 feet away from me. You know when you just sit on a bench and you know someone has sat beside you? You just know.
Yeah.
There, and I was just sitting there and I was like, I need to get out of this building now.
Where was this?
Yeah.
There's nothing...
In Loftus Hall.
Oh, it was in Loftus Hall. Oh, that place is... That place is something by itself. Something by itself.
Yeah.
We should put a show on, Jenny, for the Spirit in the Athenaeum. I'm saying, never go to the Athenaeum without doing a tap dance.
Yeah,
we do every time.
Do you do a tap dance on the stage? So we'd have someone bring the shutters up, and all you can see is the feet begin to tap. And when Aidan was with us, he would always tap dance. And Aidan won't be with us on the night, so yes, Louise will get Niall to tap dance.
Oh yeah, Grant. I was like, no.
We get Niall to do the tap dance, but yeah, we'll definitely put a show on. We'll even do some of the show Wicked. Last week I was getting direct responses from the cat balls. Louise, what's going on with our cat balls? What's going on with them? We need to
ball that went off. I'm delighted.
There's another place here that we love. I like this place. I find it a little bit quiet, just a little bit, but it's this one here. It is fabulous. Redwood Castle.
Yeah.
Redwood Castle.
It's
I know a lot
of place. It's amazing.
It is. It really is. And a lot of people would say it's very active, and a lot of people would say it's not so active. It is active. I remember when I was there before, and I had a team from the UK go over, and so they were letting me know what they were getting, and it's exactly the same as I was getting in the exact same rooms. So that was validation. That was great. How did you find it?
Yeah. Quiet. Yeah.
The scariest thing was those bloody stairs.
Oh, Lord.
Those stairs. Stairmaster.
Yeah, tell my back and my knees that. It is.
I was enjoying.
Did you get much on audio or anything by any chance from there?
No. It was very quiet for us.
That night.
Yeah. Sometimes I can find it.
I think we got more when we were actually going to sleep.
Right.
What was that, Karen?
I think we got more when we were actually going to sleep. They were running up and down the metal staircase.
Look at that comment from Bridget.
Yeah.
That's the exact same experience that we had last week.
Really? We used our cat balls in the afternoon. One of them was thrown off the chair the last time we were there.
Oh, well, I have 4 of them, so.
Louise, she would like cat ball here. She'd buy an extra cat ball here, a cat ball there.
They can do a cat ball show.
It's like doing a live phone when you talk softly and all that. That's when we do lives. When I do lives, you never know what comes out of our mouths, like ever. So we'd have to put down.
That's what I do for
That's us, and I have learned totally, and I've learned to remember I'm on live and don't say. But if something slips out of our mouth, it has to be understood that it's hopefully an adult audience. It's late at night, and you're in a dark room, and we're tripping over cat balls. So if you say the odd bleep bleep bleep, it happens, and the ones that are watching us are in the living room and not tripping over cat balls. But it does happen and it does slip up, but that's okay. It happens. Amen. Amen. Yeah, definitely. I'm just saying that now. Have you tried out any experiments? Like say like the Estes method, the ITC, anything like how did you do the Estes method? Aye.
Yeah.
How did it go for you?
Where did we actually do it?
Where did we do it? In the jail.
The jail. And the military museum.
And the military museum. Yeah, we like the Estes
Yeah.
method.
And how did it go for you in those locations? Was it good responses that were
The military was actually
good.
was quite good. We got some good responses. We got all our names called out.
Wow, that's brilliant.
On that as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
The one in the jail was fairly quiet.
It was a quiet night.
Yeah.
Wicklow Jail, is it?
No, Tarbert.
Oh,
Yeah. Down
Oh,
here.
yeah.
where's that? I've never been there. Where is it?
Okay.
Tarbert? Oh, is it? Oh, what's that place like?
It was actually really good. Some parts were quiet and some parts were really active.
Aye, yeah. And do you ever find that when you go to Redwood active? I found Redwood active as well, and Lulu, and some of the rooms that we've been in too. And I just seen a Facebook memory today, and I didn't realize 5 years ago today was my first time in Redwood Castle. So bloody 5 years. Jesus, it feels like it was 3 years. Getting aging before. Jesus, 5 fucking years. I didn't even think it was 5 years. Did you ever find on location that there's more activity sometimes when you are just sitting around talking? It seems like spirits like the banter. I do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Anthony like that.
It's definitely.
They seem to play off when you're talking amongst yourself, messing and stuff.
Yeah. They want in with the crack.
That's when I found we got the most activity, especially on the stage.
Yeah, on stage.
They want in on they want in on the crack of what you're doing.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to suss you out as well, and then like if you kind of seem kind of sound enough, then they're like, oh, okay.
And you, and actually, they sussed us out enough time in the Drogheda Museum in Millmount. Enough times. We think we get quiet nights. We do think we get quiet nights. But when you go back on the audio, or you go back on the live, it's anything but quiet. Even when Louise did the YouTube editing last night, and it took a long time to do it, there's so much work to put into it from different videos and so on. So when I went over it last night at 2 a.m, I mailed Louise and I said, there's a reply to my question at 25 minutes in, that what we don't get on the night, we get on the lives. I find there's a lot of responses when you're doing a live. Like even when myself and Lulu did we get responses. And even when myself and Louise were doing the SS methods together. So Louise had her radio on reverse and I had my radio on forward. And so we were live doing it and the boys were calling out and writing down the questions. So when I watched back that live, and even you can hear, Alan was saying, wow, you were kind of coming out with the same answers like a few seconds after each other. So that's what I did see. So when I was asking more questions, I could hear the answers coming through the phone. So it's just because it's ITC and it's electronic and whatnot that it will all come out.
Yeah, I just wonder with electronics, what you know what I mean? Like, depends on maybe the spirits you're speaking to. Maybe they like that method, because like we did get a lot of responses when it was coming through the recorder. So
there's a question here from Bridget. Do you find graveyards active?
We haven't never
investigated the graveyard.
We like to visit.
We
don't.
So you're breaking up a wee bit. Can you hear? Oh, we have.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
You're back. Yeah, so graveyards. You've never been to the graveyard yet to do an investigation.
Investigate.
Visit graveyards, but we don't investigate. Yeah.
I think
We do need to go
I've
back to
done
one.
one.
Yeah. There is one that we want to go back and investigate because we went to visit it there recently, and we all kind of had a sense of something there, so we want to go back and have a little investigation there.
Yeah, and just and just see. Yeah, and just see, because I don't know. See, a lot of people would say, "Oh, Bridget got a man's voice in a graveyard very clear," because I know there's a lot of debate where people would say, "Why would spirits go back to the graveyards? Why would they want to go back to somewhere where they're laying down, where they're not anymore? They could visit their families and so on." But I think when families visit graveyards, that they would visit. I do think that. Because I know a lot of people would say, no, there isn't. There'd be nothing in the graveyard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I know who that is. Gillian, how are you? Didn't see you until I saw you. Jeremy, hope everything is well, Jeremy. Mary, do any of you lovely ladies have a natural abilities, mediumship or sensitives?
I think we're all quite sensitive. None of us are mediums, but I think we're all quite sensitive.
Yeah. The more I do, the more.
Aye, the more you do, the more open you get.
Yeah.
Aye, that's it. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think that too. The more open you do it, the more. There's Alan. Alan wants to crack. Hi, ladies from all of us in Drogheda Museum, Millmount. Oh, looking good. Why, thank you. That is our Alan from a fabulous place, the Drogheda Museum, Millmount, which we love. We love. We're going to do the Global Ghost Hunt live from the museum on the 13th of May, 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock live. Jeremy, no worries, just gone here. We're still here for a little while. Alan wants to crack with you. Is everything all right? So I was saying, yeah, when the longer you're in the field, now I'm at this a long time, and I'm not going to say how long because it would just give away how old I am. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. But I find that you do get more open, that I now get names. And I know it sounds crazy. People say, I could be sitting there and I'd say to Lou or say to Alan, and they laugh at me sometimes. Alan laughs at me. Louise just looks at me sometimes. Yeah, okay, Jenny. Okay, no, she's doing it. She doesn't really. But I get names, and I'd call the names out. One of the names come out, and I'm still waiting for Petulia. And I know Alan thinks
that's the one I'm laughing about. That's why. Petulia.
Someday.
Yeah.
I'm getting a
that one day when it comes true, that's it. You'll retire.
Listen.
That'll be the retirement day.
Oh, I'm bloody waiting for it. I tell you, but listen, it will come. And I know when myself and Alan and Gabrielle was sitting in the museum, was it last week, Lulu, or the week before? Thursday, a week ago. And so yourself and Niall went home because you had to travel the next morning. And so myself and Alan and Gabrielle stayed along. So we were doing the ITC and so on. So I'm like, calling out names. And I keep getting the female name with the letter O. So I'm calling out all their female names, some of them. But I keep going to a Rebecca. And then you do hear on it saying, Rebecca. And I looked at Alan and I just said, told you. but how many names? Done. But how many names can you get with an O that you're going to have to get one of them eventually?
Eventually.
Is it Rosemary? Is it Rebecca? Is it Rachel? Blah, 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 blah. And I kept going back to Rebecca? Is it Rebecca? And then you do hear Rebecca. I actually have it on SoundCloud.
That's cool.
And yes, Rebecca's there. And I probably have to go through all of them just to get them. But yes, you open yourself up and you get more, I think. I do think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So run for your life, girls, and stop doing it because it will take over. It will take over.
It's too late.
You're already involved. You're already involved. That's Ashley. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing? How are you doing, hon? We have Miss Chantel from South Africa. When are you moving over to Ireland, for crying out loud, Chantel? We've talked about this many times. It really depends if you're open to guidance or if you want to go the Yvette feeling wannabes, right? I know that's Jillian. It says Facebook user, but I know that's Jillian. I'm going to be checking here. Let me see. Let me see if that's Jillian. Doesn't say just yet, but it should. It's probably on a different page. Tomorrow, Jen. Chantel's moving over to Ireland tomorrow. Okay. I hope so. So let me read that again one more time. Sorry. It really depends if you're open to guidance or if you want to go to event feeling routine. Yes, I understand that. Yeah. Museum sounds good. The more you go, the better they get to know you. Yeah. And you ladies would do that. You would repetitively go back to the same locations for research. Yeah, which is a good thing. Yeah, I kind of love doing all of that. We love to do it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Jen. Come on, Chantel. Is there any myths you don't believe in? Is there any myths that you don't believe in?
I can't think of any.
Can you say some? Can you say what myths you don't believe in?
Oh, we're glitching.
Oh, yeah, you're grand. You come back again.
We're back.
So which myths do you not believe in? I have a few. I do. What did you say? What did you say, Karen?
No.
What's your one again?
Popping in again, in and out. I say, Alan, all good. The spirits miss you guys in the museum. We should be back very soon. Did a 10-minute session on my own the other night. Morning, the place never let you down. Of course, it never let you down. It's a fantastic place. It is a fantastic place. We know it like home. We know it like our second home. And I know many people say locations, oh, it's my second home. Everyone has a second home in location-wise. What would your second home be?
Anthony.
I would say Anthony now.
That's so
We would have been there twice.
Yeah. And we already feel so comfortable there when we're down there. Like,
You just know it. You just know. I'm loving it. I can't wait to get back to
Just watching going, no,
never again.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what, like we were talking about it earlier on, what's your most uncomfortable room in the Athenaeum?
Mine would probably be the museum. It's the first time we were there, we were talking to a priest.
Yeah.
And it's not a very nice man. And he kind of tried to, like, I suppose he did try to, like, dominate me a little bit. Like, he came over and stood behind me and was, like, playing with my hair. Like, he was actually physically moving my hair and stuff. And just, I got very, like, aggressive and stuff like that. And it was like, it wasn't myself at all. Like, and even they're like, okay, you need to stop talking now. They actually, like, told me, like, stop asking questions.
Oh my God.
Because it's happening. Stop.
That's a lot. I didn't know he was I didn't know. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, is this priest like known for this area? Like, did they know of him, or is it just that he was priest?
Yeah, because I remember being in that museum area, and it's not nice because I kept telling one man to step back and let his wife come through, but they wouldn't come through because Shawnee was telling me I have an attachment with me. Because the spirit box was on, they were saying like draw her. Yeah, they were saying draw her, like my home where I'm from.
oh.
But I'm that bloody person that I will air punch. I will air punch, and if I not see you, I'll find you somehow. But I will be an air puncher. Anyway, I would air punch. Oh no, you're in my home.
Well, it could be something from Millmount. Sure, that's where one of their last stands were, wasn't it? With the IRA. And stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe it could be, hitchhiking with you.
Yeah.
I do not
probably
know.
Like, get him out.
Class, that one. Oh Jesus Christ, this is Jillian. And always have a bulb in your lamp. What happens if your lamp goes on and there's no bulb in it? That's a Gillian is a lampologist.
It's gotta be a legit orb.
Gillian's a lampologist.
Yes.
You have to ask her about your lamps. She's just one of these long-running jokes. Have you ever thought about going to the monk's house in the UK? That's have you ever heard of it? Would love to go. That's the house of East Drive. Is that the one now, Bridget? Is that the one, 30 East Drive?
Oh.
Excuse me. There was a black monk in that house. I don't know.
Yeah.
The monk's house in the UK. Is that 30? Yeah, that's the one, 30 East Drive.
Yeah.
I haven't been, but I'd like to go. I know that's when. Would you go to it? You there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's happening?
You're back. Would you all go?
If you had mega books and could go anywhere.
Yes.
That was my
Yes.
question for later.
Yes.
Very senior show.
That was my question for the end of the show. But okay, good night. And my glasses are crap, so I couldn't read it, but it's grand. I'll think of another one now. Hold on. So yeah, if you had mega bus, where would you investigate?
Texas.
Where? You were breaking up a wee bit?
Oh, God.
Very froze.
You're back.
Haunted.
Where?
I definitely love to do a big American road trip. Go to all the places.
Oh,
I think we're all there.
yeah.
Some of the hot spots.
Where would if there's one place, just one place, even without the road trip, one particular location, where would it be in the whole world?
For me, it'd be Haunted Hill House in Texas.
Fabulous. Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
it just looks so cool.
I'd love to do the Sally house as well.
Yeah.
Mine would definitely be Waverley. I've always wanted to go there.
Oh my God, Waverley's open again. Waverley's open again. I keep thinking road trip. And here I'm thinking
It'd be
taking
so
a Xanax, just getting a plane over to the UK. I know, me doing a road trip up from here, like over to America, and I'm taking a Xanax to get on a plane from Ireland to UK. Like, just big rocket, knock me out, put me in the cargo, and wheel me off when we land in America, and then do the same when we come back.
There.
Yeah, I pity the fool. I think I was talking about that. I was talking to Shawnee about that, Johnny. He called me B.A. Baracus, actually. He's the one who called me B.A. That's why I remembered it. I wish I had his jewellery. That's what I said. I wished I had his jewellery. Louise, if you were to investigate anywhere in the world as well, where would it be?
I don't know. I've been thinking about that one for a while. I don't know yet. Don't know. I know
There's
you
so
said
many
good one before. Yeah, there's just so many, and it's just like
There's a lot.
I
I think the two top favourites would be the Fatigan. God, if I was let loose in the Fatigan, I'd be going to hell. I'd be going to hell if I was let loose in the Fatigan.
We're all going anyway.
Where's Jenny? Oh, she's that beam of fucking flame.
Yeah, I am done. I'm done. And the other one I love is the Lizzie Borden house. I love the Lizzie Borden house. I'd love to investigate the Lizzie Borden house.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. I'd love to. Yeah, someday I will do it. I know I was supposed to go to Boston last year, and then we ended up not going to Boston, so we ended up changing it for Scotland, for Edinburgh. So we didn't make the Edinburgh, so we ended up in the Clayton Hotel in Sligo. So I was okay because I didn't have to fly. We ended up from Boston to Edinburgh to Sligo in the west of Ireland. Have you ever heard about the Clayton Hotel? It used to be a former asylum. The Clayton Hotel in Sligo. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Where I'm going to be ringing next.
The Clayton Hotel, beautiful hotel, fantastic place. And I stayed there. One of my ex-team members stayed there as well. And like Aidan was there. So we had the room next to each other, but it was at the very arse end of the hotel. But I wanted to be in the middle of the hotel. So I rang up before we unpacked And I said, get us into the main part of the hotel, which we did. So he wasn't next room anymore. He was down around the corner and so on. The room I had was way too big, way too big. Like if you wanted to get out of that room, it'd probably take you about 5 minutes. It was way too big. But I managed it and I did it. What did Alan say? Jen, you would go up in flames and stepped into the Vatican. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I probably would. Yeah, no doubt. Alcatraz. Oh, God, I love Alcatraz. Alcatraz, would love it, definitely. Oh, it's Gillian. Spook Troop Tours. It is Gillian. And the light bulbs. Oh, gosh. The Winchester House.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of that.
Jesus, did you watch that movie?
But though I'd be the one that opens the door and falls out.
Wow, I tell you, well, I know when I was doing a show and I had some guests on, and one of the ladies was about to do the.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, did you watch it? It's really, really good. I know when I did one of my shows last year or a year and a half ago, and one of the ladies I was interviewing was sitting outside the Winchester House. They were doing a tour there, so I could see the outside of it, but I never knew the depth of how the structure was on the inside of it. Like, it is bloody crazy. It is.
It's crazy.
Huh?
Great place to go to anyway.
God, you get lost in it.
Yeah.
I know Destination Fear went to
definitely one on the bucket list anyway.
Huh?
You definitely one on the bucket list anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, probably never get to do.
I know when Destination Fear went to it, they had gotten lost in that area. Oh, in the whole house, they got lost in the house. And the movie is quite good. I don't really get, I don't get a lot of jumpy movies, but this one was pretty good. Oh yeah, we've seen that one there. Thanks, Alan. Thanks very much for that. I was going to say, I know Mary asked earlier on if you're any medium or anything like that. Have you ever heard anything like a DVP and your EVP work? Anything like a DVP or your EVP work?
We can't hear you.
Oh no, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? No. Oh no.
It's very breaky.
It's very jumpy.
Lulu, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. How am I back now? Am I good?
Yeah. That's better. Yeah.
Grand. I was asking you about. No, I'm not back. I am. I was asking about DVPs. Like I know you've done EVP work and so on and so on. Have you ever heard anything like a DVP? Like the disembodied voice phenomenon?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, like we've just heard a voice.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really good. You can't really.
Oh.
Yeah, just in Douglas Grove in the gardens when I heard the whisper, that was my main one of those.
That's the one.
Oh, I heard it down in the basement as well.
Did you?
It was a man.
Oh yeah.
I want to go back. We will hope not this year, then we'll probably get back to Duckus next year. Maybe we just have a few things on. Definitely. Have you a busy year coming up?
Yeah. It's so hard to find time to fit everything in. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I know. Yeah, because I know we keep forgetting, myself and Lou would talk and we say, right, we'll do this and do that and do this. But then we forget to take time off and take, not do any shows and not do any investigations and just take time off. Last Saturday night, I was in Dublin at a concert and I always thought it was a Friday because I'm never off on a Saturday. And it was nice to not do it. It was nice to be out on a Saturday. Absolutely. It's nice to take a break and nice to get off and not having to work, as I call it, work. If there was anybody in the paranormal world that you would like to work with, who would it be?
For me, there's a team in Canada called the Paranormies, and I'd love to work with them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, go.
I think I know them. Yeah, I think I know them.
They just seem like real nice guys.
Yeah. Oh, I know them. Yeah. What about the rest? What would you think? Who would you like to work with? Would you like to work?
Yeah, I think paranormal would be my one as well.
Yeah, definitely. And Kieran.
Oh, Kieran O'Keefe.
Kieran O'Keefe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I
good.
think.
He is good. What about yourself, Lulu? Who would you like to work with? Apart
Oh,
from
I
me?
love, Amy and Adam from Kindred Spirits. I just
Yes.
think they're so easygoing, but like a bit of fun as well. And I just love them. I just think that they'd be great to go with. I do watch a few things like, on YouTube and things like that as well. But I heard a few things now, supposedly about Omar. So I was like, oh, I don't know, because I used to like him. Did you ever see him?
Oh,
Omar?
Yeah.
And I was hearing like supposedly
I
negative.
only watched a couple of his videos and I was a bit scared.
Yeah, and I started watching him a lot over COVID, and he was great. And like I've been hearing now a few negative things from other people about him, so I don't know. So,
Who's that?
but anyway, yeah,
I don't know who that is.
yeah.
Yeah, Kindred Spirits, love them. Another question: have any of you been to Spike Island? Feel like it's very commercialized. Have you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we said
We've
that.
been,
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they feel like it's become very commercialized.
They
from
feel
an
like
island.
went on investigation.
Who is that? Is it Is it? Oh, that's Daniel. Oh, that's Daniel. It is Daniel. Sorry, because Daniel coming up as you're coming up as Facebook user.
You just go.
How do you find Spike Island? Do you think it's commercialized now at this stage? The land and what I've heard, the land and the investigations were phenomenal. Do you find yourself from being there, and I know Louise was there as well, and you've been there before, how did you find it? Was it too commercialized?
It was very active, very active.
Like we were one of the first groups to go over there with the
team that are doing
investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
But because it was a public investigation, there was a lot of people and it was harder to
Yeah.
I always
enjoy.
Harder to go to stuff as well, like
But
how many did
it was very active.
I really enjoyed it.
Did you get to go into the tunnels?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jen.
No, go ahead, Lulu. Go ahead.
Did you get to go into the tunnels?
No,
raging.
Oh,
We were the last group.
No,
it was
we
raging.
did.
because we were the last. Because it was and there were so many people. They ran out of time, so we had to leave.
It's just something about being. We by fluke got in there, and there's something about it's so dark in there you can't even see. It's like blacker than black, if you know what I mean. It's just and all your senses are on the go. And I remember I think we heard like a scream.
I'd say
It was weird. Yeah, definitely be one place I'd love to go back to.
yeah, I'd say that.
Aye.
Yeah,
Check
Um,
Yeah.
Like on investigation, we would, like myself and Lulu and Emerald Isle, paranormal researchers, we would not take a lot of public with us. We will take guests with us once in a blue moon. And we find a lot of people just doesn't cut it on an investigation, especially when it comes to Spike Island and you didn't even get a chance to go into the tunnels, which is something that you would want to go into, and you didn't get a chance to go into because there's about 40 people there, 50 people there.
I think there was more that night. I think there was about 70 people that night.
Yeah, 60 maybe. Yeah.
Right, that would I'd be probably locked into a cell and thrown into a cell, and I'd be like rocking it, like shut up. I'd be like, don't
Type
talk.
of thing there, like the longer you were there, the more you started getting stuff, but then it was like, oh, we have to go. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
we're starting to like,
Yeah, you were limited time. Yeah.
We actually
Like,
did
oh,
two
you go
areas
now,
because we
like-
didn't get to go into the other room.
yeah.
Oh yeah. The children's.
Yeah, I found the children's part was actually the most active.
No way, because that's where I found the least. But I found the punishment stuff really interesting. Yeah. But I wonder again, is it just spirits picking out people that like, that they take to, and then do they react more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Possibly.
Yeah.
Actually, we did the Estes method down there, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we were getting prisoners jumping over walls and everything.
Oh wow. Perfect, thank you. Sorry, my daughter's just coming in and just
Rescuing the dog.
I know the usual take her off the couch now because she's too heavy to jump. But so you did the exercise. Oh, your dog's still there. You did the exercise? Oh, mine is kind of like the fire's lit. One is in Spain in the front of it. The cat's just woken up. Sasha's looking at me like she wants out again for the 20th time. And Hope is just hanging up.
And mine are behind the door crying.
Oh.
Loads of people in the house, but no, they hear me talking and it's like...
They always do it.
Yeah. I was just like, don't bark.
I know. And then here's Jennifer. All the animals, and then I'm going to go get a new little son tomorrow. A new little one.
Pictures.
I will. We're doing a meet and greet. Taking it home.
They know.
I know, I'm taking it home. Must be mad. I must be bloody mad, but I am who I am. Paranormal and animals. Both jobs I don't get paid for. No, I don't get paid for at all. So we were talking about, I'm going through some of the questions here. Daniel was saying I was there with a big group of people, so that may explain how I feel about it. Too many spoils the broth, I would say. Too many. We like less is more.
Yeah, 100%.
We certainly don't need a big group. We like less is more, for sure, definitely.
I think when you're at the level that we're doing it, it's more when you're trying to get like proper answers.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it. And I would be happy. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just kind of saying, like, if you're just slightly interested in it, it's fine to go experience it. But like when you're at the level that we're at and wanting to like get like, solid answers or evidence, it's harder when there's so many people around.
Absolutely. Research, because you're doing your homework, you're doing your research, and you're not there for a thrill. You're there to work, and it takes money, and it takes traveling, and it takes a lot of work, and it takes hours, and it takes commitment and all of that. I am that person. If you breathe, if you walk, if you fart, if you cough, tag it. Absolutely. And some people don't recognize
Publix as well. Is if there's people in the group that you're in that really want something to happen, you just know nothing's going to happen then because they're psyching it up and you're just sitting there going, it's not going to happen because you want it to happen now.
It's not TV. It's not TV. Yeah, that's what we always state. It's not TV. We are not going to get us thrown at us. We're not going to hear a crash, bang, run, dude. We're getting none of that. We're not going to get demons coming into us.
Think about it. Would a spirit? I don't think a spirit would want to show itself with that many people there as well. There's just too much going on.
The only demon we ever have is Alan's arse after he's had food. Yeah. From the museum. When Alan has food from the museum, that's the only demon we get.
Adam's family comes out. Sorry, Adam.
Who's Adam?
It's one of the names I'm picking up. Alan, you'd be like, yeah, it was Adam.
There's Alan now. His arse is on it. Let me tell you. Oh, the Lord.
I'm tired.
And so we work hard, but by God, do we play hard. That's what even Gillian's saying. You don't go to a public event expecting to do a full investigation, which is, I think, is true. Yeah. Too many people on their investigation is not good. Too much noise. God Almighty, it bloody drives me insane. And I'm not bloody being a pain in the arse or being too uptight over it. It's kind of, we take time off and we have to leave, to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. We were in Loftus Hall on a public night, 75 people there one night.
That's too much. Like that's
too many.
For instance, just going back to about the tunnels, there was me and say 3 others, and we were all put in different parts along the line. Yes, fair enough, I was on my own in that particular area, but I couldn't trust the other guy. I heard whistling, and I kept going to myself, that's your man. I was like, I can't trust that man over there. Because he could have, like, you know, ADD or something. You know, he's getting bored. He's sitting there and he's probably nervous. He's probably started whistling without even knowing. Yeah. So that's the kind of, it was cool, but it was like irritating too. Because, it's just, it's more like just to kind of go and see the place really if you're doing those things.
Yeah, that's it. It's just experience it.
And then if there's someone in the group that's giving off a bad vibe.
Absolutely.
You know, put the spirits off as well, like, you know, and it's going to put everybody else off, and everyone's going to be like, well.
That's so
and Karen, you can get the other people the opposite way, where they're like, I see everyone.
Yeah.
And they're running and screaming, and you're like, can we please calm down here? And they're like, you know, so
we've had a few like that. We'd have a few like that where, you know, like you said, Lou, like, you know, people are running and screaming and whatnot. And then, like Karen was saying, and I do agree with that, if you have someone with a negativity attached to them, I know in the Drogheda Museum in Millmount, I think Alan has that burnt into my brain. It's the Drogheda Museum Millmount. I used to say Millmount Drogheda. And he goes, no, Jennifer, it's the Drogheda Museum Millmount. And now he has it burned into me, like I'm like conditioned to say it. Sorry, Alan, but you listen, you did good, and I did listen. We had people in with us. Oh my gosh, it was pretty negative. It was, and these are lovely, lovely women. Oh my gosh, but they had something with them that was really crappy that night. And for the 2 nights we took them in, 2 separate nights within a few months, same thing was happening. Negativity. Don't have them in. I know we were there Thursday week ago. Myself, Alan, and Gabrielle were doing the ITC, and there is negativity on that and that recording. The one I sent you on, Lulu, from the one that's on the one that you put on the YouTube one.
Yeah.
And that's negative as well. But that night you could feel it. It was heavy. So, like Karen was saying, if you have someone there who's carrying something with them,
you don't know what they have with them.
Yeah. Oh, you just don't know with it. Mary turned into a cash cow entertainment investigation. A lot of bollocks. And what are you saying? What I'm reading out, and it's tough. So I can say it. It's like after 9 o'clock, and I know it's not in America. Sorry, on the network, so I do apologize, but I have to read out what's being sent. So yes, it's turned into a cash cow entertainment investigation.
I will be honest though. It is a good little opportunity for the odd 1 or 2 people to go with a group and like have some involvement, because only for some of those things I was able to get involved, because like that I wouldn't maybe have the 800 or whatever money, you know, to go to these things on my own. And then you get to meet other fellow like people, and then maybe create your own group or get more of an interest into it. So in one way it has some pluses, but I can definitely see they can turn it into a negative, which is always what happens.
I genuinely think, I know you need a certain amount to go to Spike Island. I would genuinely think, and I don't know if anyone, you just contact Spike Island to go through them to arrange a booking, or is there a certain people that you have to go through? I think it's Spike Island. I'm not too sure. I don't know if someone can correct me. I'm not sure. But what my idea would be, reputable teams join up together. And we're all working the same way. And I don't mean exactly the same way, but we all have the same goal. Professional and you know, and work hard, but play hard. But we know our stuff, work hard. Work in mixed groups, and then work as your own team, separate independent. I think that's a good thing to do, rather than bloody take public with it. That's just there for a TV show, and it's not a TV show.
I like that, because every team has their own style of investigating, and you can learn those teams and so on.
100%.
I would say the same as Louise. Like, if it wasn't for the public nights, you would never have realised how much we enjoyed doing it, and never had the opportunity to do it before. And that's how we kind of found our love for it in the first place. I think, like, I know Bridget's saying, like, you know, I'd love to go to Spike Island. I don't see how, you know, it can't be arranged. Just get a group of us teams. You know, there's 3 of us, there's 4 of you.
Right, I have my pen and paper. Who's going?
Get
your lives.
I think
there's plenty of cells to sleep in. So
I
think it would be great then for we can all get together, and I'll create a group chat, and we all get together and just say, right, teams are going, only teams. So I think, like, like Emerald Isle, Paragirls, we have Back in Time, we have Bridget going, we have Slaney Paranormal, we have Spook Troop. Like we can get all these great teams that work together and other good teams. Look at Lulu writing it down. Look, Bridget, are you going?
Bridget, we're going.
Bridget, are you going? You're jumping in with us. You're jumping in with us, and it's team only. We don't need a lot of public. It's just we don't need any public. Team, and whatever the price is, then we can all work it out, make it up. I just think it would be great.
I think the way, like you were saying, you've got an experience there where the kids, I call it the kids' cells and things like that. Yeah. So like you are probably intrigued to maybe go back there and see a bit more about that. Yeah. Like for me, it's the punishment block. I had my own experiences there, and I'm mad to get back there. But it was very short-lived because like that was public. So you had to go from one to the next within like 45 minutes, and that was it. Yeah. I needed that little bit more. So I kind of have that wanting me to kind of go back and even maybe
So we have Bridget there with us now as well. So I'm writing down the team names here now. So I could be and maybe even like say
get a hat now and put all the names into it.
Just get the price and whatnot, and then we can talk in private when we would want to go and book that month, so we can do that in private, and then we'll let you all know whoever's watching if we're going and work it out. I don't see how we couldn't, so I'll kind of get the ball rolling with that. I know. So we'd have Emerald Isle, Paragirls, Back in Time, Seekers of the we've got Seekers of the Afterlife, definitely with Bridget. Slaney Paranormal. Listen, I have them all done already, girl. Listen. I bloody multitask here. I never stop, for crying out loud. I'm multitasking. So let's get that, and we can do a group chat and do group video call and see what month suits all of us. I know myself and Lulu and Emerald Isle, we were going to a place in October. Is that still going ahead, or are we going to?
Yeah, well, it's booked.
It's booked.
End of October, yeah.
Okay, do you want to say where it is? Like if we want extra people to come out, Paragirls, if you wanted to join us, where we're going to go and what we're going to do. Where is it? Where is the base? It's in Kilkenny. It's an Airbnb. It's an Airbnb castle.
Oh.
Let me tell you, it is stunning.
It's
It's beautiful. We've seen it. So there's you have the farmyard and those houses. You can stay in the main castle, and it's self-service. And it's pretty cheap. Chicken mama, hold on. It's pretty cheap.
There seems to have been only one team that actually ever went in there, and I don't think anyone else has been in there since. So it's interesting. And they did get like DVP, they got voices and things like that in there. So
for the 27th and 28th of October.
I love places that have already been investigated.
Well,
it's an old cottage with an old 16th century tower castle with a Victorian farmhouse attached. Steeped in history. There.
It looks. I mean, we're still going, so we're just going to get a few more people to join in with us. Teams wise, where it could be like a friend or two that's interested in the paranormal, or a team or two, just share the cost and spend the weekend there. And it's a castle Airbnb, so you have it booked for the weekend. So we are. What date, Lulu? What date is that?
Yeah, it's around then. 27. It's for 2 nights anyway.
2 nights. 27, 28.
I did not know you were going to ask me this. So. What's Jenny? It's 16 years of running public events. Thankfully, we've always had respectful groups and no drama queens. I think it's from Daniel. How do you deal with people that are maybe new to the groups and finding the trust to know they aren't taking the piss, etc.? So is that like, how do you deal with people that are maybe new to the groups, like new to the paranormal, and finding the trust to know that they aren't taking the piss? Or maybe they say if we take a member on, or you ladies take a member on, that they're genuine and not taking the piss. Like I know 1 or 2 were taking the piss, and that's why it didn't work out. They were just thrill seekers, and you sit on their asses and not do the rest of the work that has to be done. So like
For me, like even for me, Sasha, stop, my love. I'll answer that very quickly. For me, it would be like, talk to them or let them go. Basically, what would you ladies do if someone was joined your team and they were just taking the piss out of investigations? What would you do?
Well, the same. You're going to be honest with them. Like, there's no, you have to be honest with people.
Yeah, there's no point in sugarcoating. Don't ask me for my opinion, because I will give you an honest opinion.
And she will tell
And
you.
she will.
Yeah. I have no problem with it.
I think
it's better to just be open and honest, like, and
Definitely,
of course.
Yeah.
Don't believe sugarcoating.
or else we all need to be on Netflix show or something like that, selling hauntings.
To be even open and honest, you're not they want to join you. You don't need extra people, but they want to join you. So you either work along with us and listen to us, give us your ideas as well, and put your weight work in. Or if you just sit there on your ass and you do nothing, then I have no time for you. I have no need for you. You must go so I can have room for someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just the way it is. I don't get paid. I don't pay you. I do this because I love it and I want like-minded people working together.
Absolutely.
For the same thing, and not for the glory of who you might be able to talk to or who you might be able to meet or be on shows or do stuff. Because I know the tailcoat has been written on a few times. And that's when I just, Jenny, oh my God, you're moody. I'm not. Oh, Jesus, you haven't seen moody. I'm not. Just get off what I work hard for and stop riding on my tailcoat because it takes this I pay for. My work I pay, everything I pay for. So if you just want to sit in your ass and jump on the bandwagon and talk to people that I know from around the world and all of that stuff, it just doesn't work like that. But then you don't pull your weight on the team. That doesn't sit well. I know Lou has listened to me moaning many times, and I said, I'm doing it, and I did do it, and it's done. So anyhow, So the answer to that, Danielle, is open and honest, and if they put up the socks, great, and if they don't, they go, because it's our passion. It's our hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. You need to be a team, especially in this field.
Yeah.
Well, unless you want to be alone, and do it by yourself.
Yeah. You want to be single and solo doing it, well, that's just as well, because you've got ample opportunities to join other teams and to go out with them. But when it comes to our hobby and our passion, and if you're carrying dead wood, it annoys you and it makes shit for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So I'm not your mother, I'm not your arse. Get off my team.
There is teams out in general you would see like that in America, here, or UK, and they're just doing it right. Like, do you know what I mean? They're not doing it for the love of, spirit hunting. Okay,
so here we go. This is Gillian. It was 1,000. I remember that up to 12 people and 80 a head. But after that, that was about 2 years ago. I'll check the price on Monday. That's for Spike Island.
Oh,
that's for Spike Island. Yeah, that's for Spike Island. So I mean, it's doable. It is very doable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is doable. So that would be great. So Gillian or I will check the prices on Monday, or and then just get it together, and then we'll do a private chat, and when we can go and get your beds, get your sleeping bags, get your flask of tea.
Tea.
And let's get it cracking on. I don't know why there's 75 people going to a location. It would just drive me insane. It would drive me insane.
Yeah.
So Annie,
I find it very hard to do public now.
Sorry?
I find it very hard to do a public now after doing so many places privately ourselves.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. And I don't walk off anywhere on my own. Not often. The only place I ever do sometimes would be Leap Castle. And well, when I say that, it's just to the bathroom because we're all on the same floor. I mean, I don't go upstairs on my own. Like, I really don't go upstairs on my own. That's just stupid. But would you do? And I'm probably going to. This is a no personal question. Because I have done lone vigils before. I have done it. Is there a certain place you would not do a lone vigil?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, it would depend On the location, on the night, and what was happening.
And what activities going off
What's
in it.
going on and what the vibe is like. And
I think there is one place I wouldn't do one, would be in Lep Castle. That's one
actually,
place.
maybe up in the bloody chapel, I don't think I would.
Well, first of all, I can't get up that bloody stairs anyway. They're another killer stairs.
I was at back. Look, I just leaned like this for a second because I was at back physio yesterday, and I just almost yelped out like a dog because I'm in bed. So I'm just so nervous of Redwood Castle stairs. I hate them. Hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless her, Lisa, for going up them stairs. I think that was the scariest part of the night. Oh my god!
and she's flying up them.
I'm sorry, the wood up
She
the
put
stairs.
me down.
She carried a duvet up. I was like, do you want us to carry that up there for you? I was like, no.
Yeah, she puts me to shame.
Oh,
She
yeah,
puts me to shame. She's up and down
She's
like I
fine.
don't know what. She's up and down like I don't know what. But she I was telling her like, oh, I think I'll get my knees operated on, whatever. She goes, oh, talking like that all day at 47. So for me, like I'm like a 10-year-old too hard. I'm like, oh Jesus, I was at physio yesterday, and she was like asking, can you do this? Can you do that? I said, listen, I'm sorry, a few might just come out of my mouth. She goes, you're with good company. I'm like, oh my God, she likes to say the word too. So I was like, right. So a few might come out, and it did happen. So yes, and I did, all of that crack. But Kalisa, God bless her back and God bless her knees.
Oh,
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
amazing.
I got to the top of the stairs now. She's grand.
I'm
What's
looking at you going,
wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just dead at the bottom of the stairs. There.
When you're doing a live video, it's like, and we're walking upstairs. You know when you get to it, Alan, I'm going to call you out as well. Heavy breathing, because Alan knows. Heavy breathing. So he goes, right, Jenny, can you hear this? And that audio, and goes, no, it's just walking up the whatever. So he sends me on audio for WhatsApp, and that's me. It's like, so we're going downstairs, and I'm walking out in the ground, and I'm like this, and then Kalisa's like nothing.
It's amazing. Like,
No. It's like me walking up a big hill, somebody behind me, and I'm trying to hold my breath so they don't hear me that I'm halfway on my dying bed because I'm walking up a hill. Not good. But right, so my place in Lep Castle would be the second floor, the banquet room. That's a big no-no for me. Yeah. I don't know if I would let any of the women stay in there by themselves. I don't know.
We're in the banquet room.
Yeah. But Liv, if you want to try on Saturday, we'll have a camera on you.
Project Fear. I'm like, oh.
I'll be watching you from downstairs.
Yeah.
And if I get up, if I have to run up and get you, it'll probably take me about 10 minutes. But I will be there eventually.
we should get there.
Eventually, yeah. I don't know. I had weird experiences in there, so getting touched on my back and things. So I don't know, but I feel comfortable being on my own. So
it's a lot of stuff that we've gotten from in there. That is, I have one audio that would be the reason why I would never stay in it on my own. I know that. Yeah, really, it's not. Did somebody whistle?
No, it's the dog.
Did the dog whistle?
No, she's snoring here in the corner.
I think about my house again. Jeez, I'm glad it was your dog.
It's the dog.
Is it the dog? We must look back in this. But yes, the banquet room, that's one piece of audio I've heard that I would never stay in it on my own, like ever. I know when I was like, the people were leaving and I was last in it, and I said to the guys, wait for me, wait. And I was called like a pussy. And I wasn't called it to my face, but the person told me afterwards, like a few weeks later. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you're kind of the pussy who didn't tell me there and then that I was a pussy. So who's a pussy now? Not me. You are, because you didn't tell me that I was one.
Didn't say it.
Well, totally. Absolutely. Say what you see. I heard talking. Is anybody talking? Or is it my voice? Could be my voice.
Coming true.
Paranoid in this house. Now, Like even Alan's heard a few whistles. I fucking told you, Alan's heard a few whistles, and I told you.
It's whoever came home from
There we go again. Here we have another whistle.
Yeah, we're all like,
one whistle.
Did anybody whistle?
I think it's the dog.
No. Can you whistle again?
Was that her? She was moving her mouth.
No,
it's like it.
inside the computer.
No, that's my dog. Yeah, when you made the right face, the same as my chihuahua. You know, my hope is over the table. Yeah, Eric heard it too.
Oh.
I fucking told you, ladies. I told you.
We're talking about
We're all like really quiet. They were like, yeah.
I heard a whistle, and it's not from my side for this for once. It sounds like it's on your side.
Oh, thanks.
No, don't say that now. No.
Sounds like it's on your side. That's my cat. If anybody whistled over there, timestamp 1 hour and 19. Thank you. Because I was going to look down there at the time now. 1 hour and 19. I always look back in the lives all the time. 1 hour and 19. So we're going to look back on that. So if you want to whistle, can you whistle again?
I think it was at 1 hour 19.
Yeah.
Oh, we just sent it to her. Oh,
I always sit here and always have a few recorders on my table. And there's another one plugged into the hard drive.
Jenny.
There's just in case, we have to do a quick session, because I've done it many times. Stupidly, I've done sessions in my house, but I have done it.
Wow. No.
No. Oh, I have. Oh, Jesus, I have.
No.
Oh my God, I have. Well, I know when I did one before, and my daughters were not here, so I was sitting here on my own, 2:00 in the morning, having an old G&T as you do. Billy did both, took out the recorder, and I said, "I know you're here. I know somebody's here. I know there's someone here." And excuse me, there's a short hum. We're gonna have to check that out. So I heard my name being said. I heard Jenny. But I have it on my SoundCloud, so I do have it. I have it on my recorder, and I heard it as well. So yes, there's a man in my house, unalive, but he's in my house, rent free. Dogs do nothing, cats do nothing at all. So yes, would you not do a call out in your own homes? Would you have a call out in your own homes?
No,
I don't.
No.
Give it time. Give it time.
No.
I did. Did you do a whole call out, or would you?
no.
Oh, well, I'm the only one that does.
You're the only one.
I don't want to know, even though when you know, but you still don't want to know.
Yeah. You know, but you don't want to know.
Because it's your own home, like.
Yeah, but I know.
You don't want the confirmation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, but I did do it, and I do have it, and it's kind of like, it's okay. I'd sit here in the dark and do audio work, and then too engrossed in my audio that I realized, oh my God, there's not a light on behind me, and the TV's gone off.
I remember the first time I met you, Jenny, and we were in Redwood, and I was going through the audio, and I couldn't believe there was this man coming through, and he was talking about Jenny and saying, "Hi, Jenny, hope you're keeping well," or whatever. He was like a full conversation. And I was like, I didn't know you that well, do you know that way? But like,
yeah, we met for coffee beforehand.
And I was like, Jenny, I've got this really weird, and he had a kind of a northern accent. So I can imagine if you're getting Jenny a few times from this man, you're intrigued there already. Like, who's this?
And he said you're doing well. So I said, could you put that down into a little block and put it on my page, please? Saying, Jenny, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Hey,
I remember
Jenny,
that was
great.
me. Yeah.
There's a question here from Mary. Bridget. Sorry, Bridget. Would you use the Ouija boards yourself?
Guilty.
Yeah. Oh, you did, but you did. You did.
Yeah.
I mean, but
I would.
haven't.
Now, I say I wouldn't do it again, but if someone slapped one down in front of me, probably would.
look at my mouse pad.
I love it.
You're doing it all the time.
Jesus, it must be New York for you now.
I know. God knows what I'm conjuring up in my freaking house. But they say, like, anything that you open up to communicate with spirits is an example, is like equivalent to the Ouija board.
Yeah.
The Ouija board are made scary from movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference between communicating through a Ouija board and communicating with a pendulum or electronic?
It's not forced to talk to them because this is an open portal, if you want to say, for them to come through and talk. It's the same as the Ouija boards, but Ouija boards, the movies, I think, made the Ouija boards very scary. And because they were already originally children's board games at one point. And I know Halloween of last year, the board games came out in the shops again, and they were like getting rid of them off the shop shelves. And I was like, could you not have waited until I bought like 20 of them?
I think if you feel comfortable doing it and using that method, I don't think it'll be too bad for you. But I think if you have uncertainty and you have that fear, then you could be letting something in, I'd imagine. Yeah. Well, so just use what you feel most comfortable with, really, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, and respect it.
Like, absolutely.
Don't take it with any form of,
communication.
I think if you put that belief into something, it could manifest into something.
Use it properly. Don't take it.
Well, that's it. Like you said, Karen, respect the place. And respect what you're using. Respect the people that's there, no matter what they've done in their lives. Respect them, because they're dead. They don't give a shit. You're not dead, and you do give a shit. So they can do anything what they want to you. And we don't get to see them. So it's kind of like, we're closing down this recorder saying, okay, we're going to end this session now. Thank you. And, goodbye. It's the same thing you would want to do with a audio session ending.
Yeah.
It's the same as a Ouija board. We're going to close it down, but know how to close it down and be confident using it.
Yeah. Like when we go into a location, I don't know, this is how we do. We go in, you ground yourself, we introduce ourselves, and also when we're leaving, we also say goodbye, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it.
You're in their place.
Yeah.
You're in the spot. In the first place, you're in the spot. Always go in and say hello. And I remember somebody saying, like, here comes Jenny. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. That was in
the when your name gets called out, it's different.
Here she comes. Like, here's Jenny. Because Alan always has his recorder running in the museum. So I'm kind of like usually late over. So again, I'm late over. So I'm walking in and like, I'm here, hustling and bustling. I'd say, hi. And then we listen to the playback and you can hear her say, she's here. Like the females. She's here. And it sounded nice. It didn't sound too bad. It sounded nice. So and that's why we bloody love repeating or repetitively going back to the same locations, because you're researching. And I always say, not all history is written in books. So you've got to research. You've got to get names. You don't have to get names, but it helps to research the land. And it helps a lot of that stuff. And that's why I love research. And I remember someone saying to me, Jenny, God, people are going to get bored if you keep going back to the same location time and time again. I'm like, well, if I do lives, when I do lives, people are going to get bored. But this person goes once or twice a year to the same locations. And I'm like, well, those who watch will watch, and those who don't. And I know my fabulous friend in America loves the Drogheda Museum, loves Left Castle, and if I can bring it to them, then I'm going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's for them that I do it. So the ones who are bored, there's a button that you can just don't press.
Yeah, you don't have to watch.
Like, just different every night you do it. I mean, like what I did Loftus Hall, I think I've done it about 4 or 5 times, and every night something different has happened.
Yeah.
I think the main goal is just to concentrate that you have this interest, this love about paranormal. It shouldn't matter that it has to be constantly in a new place. If you're getting something from one place or 2 places, you should be happy enough with going to them. I think it's just feeding into this whole frenzy of like, oh, I'm in a new school now, you know what I mean? And then I'm in this new shoe. Do you know what I mean? It's always like new next thing, but it's like we should be really remembering, like, wait, what are we doing this for? Like, we want to have this experience. And I think, you know, if you have a good place, keep with it. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I think we're all going to go to Bridget's basement. She's got a Ouija board.
Okay.
Multiple boards.
We're on the way.
More than one. We're on the way.
On the way.
But kettle on will bring the biscuits.
Yeah.
Mary, when I worked at Loftus Hall, I never got tired of her and my name being called. And they, and you see that difference is, and I remember taking my daughter's now 19, but when she was about 17, I'd taken over to the Drogheda Museum, Millmount, and just putting it in there again, the Drogheda Museum, Millmount, advertising it once again, and so me and Alan were putting up Halloween decorations or Christmas decorations, whatever it was, 6 p.m, dark evening, and my daughter was there. She was on her tablet in one of the rooms. And the Jim Gary room. And I was saying to Anne, oh God, the innocence. Like I wouldn't sit there half the time on my own. But she doesn't know, she doesn't know. So when we were leaving and she came out of the room and she looked at me and she goes, she had that face on her. And I'm like, did you? And she goes, Mommy, I heard a woman. And I said, me too. Well, I freaking high-fived her. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. You heard a DVP and I was so happy because I get them to listen to audio with me sometimes. So I don't tell them what's being said. If they can make it out, well, then we're good. If they can't, well, then I'll just note it down, send it on to Lulu, and then we kind of move on with the rest of it. But yes, she heard a DVP and I was delighted. So, and I know, and that's my next question coming up as well. Ages. Because I know I know a good friend of mine, Nando, they're doing a younger investigation schooling. If that's, I'm probably saying the name wrong, of teaching the right way to investigate, the respectful way to investigate from 15 years old and up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I know, right? I know. And I know some people have done it before, but just don't do that. Just don't ground it and whatnot. Because I do know that time when Jessica was there and she heard someone's voice. And then when some of my team members were there before with the Alice box. And then up in the Alice box came the word name, Jess. And I was like, oh, okay. That's, my daughter's name. Thank you for acknowledging. That's my daughter's name. That was great. I did at the time get a little bit, motherly HUD by saying, okay, we got it, but don't mention her name again. Okay. We know she's here and so on. And it was never said again, but just kind of know your boundaries, stand your ground regardless. But how do you feel, actually, and we're waffling on here now, how do you feel about what would be the youngest that you would take on your investigations with you?
I don't know. I've never thought about it, but I think that's a really good idea. What Nando was doing.
Yeah.
It'll teach younger people that might have an interest in it, like the right way, like respect and stuff as well, not to be going around messing and whatever. So I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah. Because I know that her daughter's 17 and she wants to come, and I was like, I wouldn't mind a 17. I wouldn't care if a 17-year-old came along. We would have to have a talk with the parents, sound of mind and whatnot. Have to do a health checks. And I don't mean like your doctor's medical records. I'm just saying, like, you gotta look after yourself and your insurance and whatnot. But it's definitely for the ones who are interested. Definitely. There's another a friend of mine, her daughter's 16, and she wants to do one with me. And I said, listen, I will do my best, and so on. Bridget, you advertised it very well there. I'm good.
What was the name of it again, Jenny?
The Drogheda Museum, Millmount. I'll have it written across at the bottom. Alan, now I'm doing it. John does not like my basement. We invited, and we'll let you know as well. I'll have Steve Parsons coming over for our event, and he covers the best practices of paranormal investigations. That would be brilliant. That would be great. I know we were all there in the Wexford at the Paracon, which was bloody amazing. What a great weekend. It was brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant weekend. Amazing people. We were in between people that we never caught up properly. I know Lulu met Karen, was it in the toilets, I think.
Oh yeah. And then I was just washing my hands or something. I thought, wow, I was just talking to everyone. I've been like, hiya.
Yeah.
There were so many people at it. I was like,
We thought she met, yeah.
Yeah, it was a brilliant weekend. Looking forward to the next one for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely looking for the next one.
yeah.
Um,
The next
but
one
we're-
probably we were better.
I know, and look what I have here now. My Steve Parsons book. Steve Parsons just advertising. I should get paid for advertising of places. And then I'm advertising, locations. And there's also these two books as well, which I'm not advertising them, but I'm just showing you what I have, right? These books there, Lulu. So these books are from a friend of mine, Jeffrey Colleton in America. I have to say, if you write down your notes on a location and so on, so it's the Paranormal Research Journal, and I will send the link on to you if you want to look at me advertising it. And the great stuff in it, we've used them, so that's brilliant. We would just kind of write out your hotspots if you want to do, your writes up afterwards, because everything I have would be messy. And then you have your Paranormal Research Journal special edition gear. So it's like just basically the same thing, but what equipment you took with you, how many you took out when you're packing up, and so on and so on. It just saves you from having to. Now, Jeffrey, I'll be sending you my invoice for advertising. Seriously, like I do a lot of advertisement. I should be looking for bloody payment for this. This Danielle, free investigation every time she says it. Oh, feck off now.
Watch her not say it now.
My mouth is closed. I'm not doing it anymore. So where do we investigate, Lulu?
Don't know.
She can't remember the name.
I can't remember what.
She plays it so safe.
Oh.
Let me see. Send me on the link, please, Jenny. I will. And listen, tell Jeffrey it was me who sent you on. It was me who sent you on. And get me credit on my next payment. Tell you, and get me credit on my next payment. Okay, anything else we want to add into this? Oh, there was something. Oh, fuck. I think there was a picture I was going to. Oh, there was something I wanted to play for you, ladies, if you wanted to hear. It's a video that we have done before. The background is going to change a wee bit now because I'm going into a different page. Because Jennifer never stops. Okay, so there's videos here I'd like you to have a wee look at. Okay, let me just show you Millmount. There you go. Just all I'm saying. There you go. That's enough. I'm just kind of.
There's enough to have a look.
There is, the videos that we have, Lulu, from the church. I'm looking for it, and have your opinions on it. If I still have it, I don't think I do. Do I still have it? No, I probably got rid of them. I think I did, actually. I think I did. The one up in the Ulster Church, the museum.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Ulster Museum? I don't think I have that video. I shouldn't have gotten rid of it, though. But oh no, I have it here. I have it here. So I have. Okay, so I have one from the Ulster. I've one from the Ulster Museum. It's up in the north of Ireland, and a friend of mine, her friend went and recorded the inside of the church for her mother because her mother could not make it. So she's on her mobile phone and she's gone around and videoing this whole church. It's been out there. A lot of teams have seen it. A lot of coverage has been seen it. And even I think at one point media had covered it. So I'm going to play it. If you want to have a listen to it, I can play it for you now and get your thoughts on it. Okay, so I'm going to play it now. Nope. Did you hear it?
Yeah, there's so much.
There's
so
like a
much
whole
going on.
conversation going on there.
I know, and you just can't make it. There's some things that are being made out. It's me, it's her, and there's so many things about saying, "Oh, the dog. Does the dog want to come in?"
she's
She's
wagging her
Molly.
tail.
Like, oh, hello, oh, puppy. Oh, look at you.
Like, what's going on? I'm going to get this.
Oh God, that dog is so lovely. I tell you,
She's a nutter.
she's a nutter, is she? Oh, well, listen, I have a few, and I'm going to get more tomorrow. Because that's just, I don't listen to myself by saying, Jennifer, sit down and take a break. You only have 4. No, Jennifer has to go and get her. But I don't mind. It's my
He's
dog.
only a little one.
He's only little.
He's only little.
Tiny, and like I see the whole litter, and the litter is like a Heinz 50s. Oh Jesus, you should see the litter. God, it's about 10 different tanks. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is Alan. Hi, being an all-girl team, do you get different response from male spirits to females, or just the same? Like in the kitchen, male spirits like Jen down there, and I think they're starting to like Lou as well on their own. Drogheda Museum right here. So do you
That's
find,
great to know, Alan.
I know.
I don't
So
think
do you find, like, being an all-girl team, do you get different responses from the males, or is it the same?
I think it's the same.
I'm pretty much the same.
So far, anyway.
Yeah.
I think we get stronger responses from males that don't like women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
And sometimes it can be harder for other people to come through to communicate because they'll kind of block other people communicating.
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true. And I know, I don't want to say the location because I don't want to, everyone has their own opinion. The location is very known as someplace we've all done, but I don't want to put the suggestion onto someone else that will be going there to this location. I will tell you afterwards. But I do know there's a negative male in there that fucking hates women. Women. And that's the place, and I'm gonna give the hint here now. That's the place where I won't leave females in the room by themselves.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that's that place. And I do find some of the women in that place, and I find in the museum as well, are okay with us ladies. It took a while for it to happen, but they seem to be better. Oh, and the one that I was talking about when I heard like help Jenny, in one of the say Lep Castle. So it's kind of it depends.
yeah, it does depend. And actually,
Yeah.
remember like when I was reading from the Holy Book upstairs,
Oh, yeah.
the male that was there really didn't like that.
No.
Night night, Mary. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch up. We'll have to kind of connect with the Spike Island. Beautiful Jenny of Melmet. Like Jesus Christ. I should be getting shirts. Getting shirts in my stage. So what? I thought I heard something there again. I'm sorry. I thought at 1:40.
I'm clear my throat. What's that?
I don't know. You know when you just something catches. You know when something just catches your ear.
Yeah.
And
And Molly
then you
jumped back up on the sofa here.
Okay. Okay.
She has a tag on her as well. You might jingles.
I could jingle.
I think it's that. Yeah, I heard the tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what you call investigation, by debunking a lot of stuff that they're not going to know.
Yeah. I think the more you do it as well, the more stuff you hear, you're like, was that there? Did I hear that? Did everybody else hear that?
Oh, listen.
It's so annoying. You get so excited, don't you? Sometimes when you think you found something, and next thing.
The Brit that my phone, I couldn't hear anything.
That's brilliant.
That's so funny. Oh God, I'm hearing most. I think it's just because I'm hearing a little bit of feedback back there, a wee bit. Okay, anybody, any questions before we are going to sign up, because we are coming up to our 2-hour mark? Anybody, any questions? Ladies, any questions that you have for anybody, any of us, or anybody who's watching? Give us more questions.
I don't know.
getting out of my no, don't do it, Bridget.
Maybe don't do that with a bottle of wine.
Who's the man with Jenny? Get his name.
Wino.
Who said that? Oh, Lulu's saying, "Oh my God." That door always opens up always open up sometimes. That does not make any sense. It opens up sometimes, but I think that the handle is not great. Bridget, I'll send you the link now and get your arse on here on the live now with your glass of wine and your wee bowl.
Yeah, and your Ouija board.
Bridget, will I send you the link? She's probably going down to the frickin'
She's running right now with her wine. Don't fall down those stairs. Bridget?
Hold on. Hold on, something fell off my table and touched my leg. Do you see that now in investigation? It's like something didn't touch my leg. Been a while. Okay, ladies, great show. Good night. I'm working on my own in the museum in the morning. Don't worry, I'll have my recorder with me. Good night. Good night, Alan. Thank you for jumping in. Let me know tomorrow if you get anything. Let me know if you get anything. Okay. I don't know why you're coming up. Oh no, who's this? Is this Daniel? Great. Listen, ladies, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Is that Daniel? I'm not too sure. Is it? Let me check. Oh, it is Daniel. Daniel, thank you for watching. We are almost finished our time here now. We've got 10 minutes. Ladies, where can the people find you?
Oh, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Paragirls.Ireland is our page.
I'll get that written down. I will do that up after the show. You are out in the next few weeks, aren't you? What's your upcoming investigations that's happening?
We actually are going on a little trip
in May.
Yes, it's actually in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Not investigation, but we will have some cool places to visit.
Okay. Is it in Ireland?
No.
I know a little bit. And pretty jealous. Horribly jealous. But it's not been said until you're going to do updates on it. You're going to do a wee live. Oh, you're going to do lives in it? I so would.
We might do.
And
Yeah,
never
never
just.
Depends how reception is.
Yeah.
Reception, yeah.
I would just sicken the arse off of half the fucking paranormal teams. Like, you know, literally, I would love it. Is this Daniel again? No. Oh, that's Daniel. Oh, no, Shawnee. Shawnee Wani. I call him Shawnee Wani Woo. Shawnee, you're coming on the show next. Don't you? Oh, he is. He's been on before about 2 years ago, but 2 years is too long now, so he's coming back on.
Too late.
On him now. Sorry, Shawnee, I'm just telling you now.
You've been warned.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come back now. And like,
He'd be up in May, isn't it?
huh?
He'd be up in May.
Yes, Shawnee's coming up to the museum on the
What's the
forget in case you forgot the name of it. It's the Drogheda Museum. Let me just show you a little picture of it. I can't find the pictures. Where's my pictures? There we go. This is where we're doing. This is now it looks nothing, but let me tell you, ladies, it is phenomenal. We have to get you up to it with us.
Definitely. Yeah.
It is a phenomenal place. It is bloody brilliant. And we'll also bring it up here into the Matalo Tower.
Oh yeah.
As well. And this is the Tower Few. That's the museum.
That's nice.
That's up in the Matalo Tower. That's the museum down there. So see that white bit down there? That's that's the kitchen area.
Oh.
So you have the first, second, and third floor. The third floor is very active, and the first floor at the very top am I doing this our space? But the top floor, you know, when you're doing the top floor, second floor, third floor. So the top floor is very active, and the middle floor is good, but the bottom floor is where your place is to go.
Cool.
That's your place. So I'll show you one more video before we go. This is from the Drogheda Museum Melmount. And actually, we would love your opinions on this. So this is about probably 3 years ago in the hallway that's never used. It's just for staff, but we use it. And there's only one way in and one way out. So I have my GoPro sitting on the window. We are all upstairs. So when you hear talking, or there's a fast motion video and a slow motion. So I'll show you both. So this goes into a door. Oh, there's a wall there, and there's a door there, but you can hear as if you can hear a door closing. But I'm going to play it for you, and this is in the museum, so let us know what you think of it. So I'm going to play it. I think it's the fast one, but I'll play it. So that's
cool. That's cool.
That's the slow version of it. I'll play the fast version of it. And I should have picked one now because it says fast and slow beside each file, and I just didn't see that. I just went and looked at the video. Okay, so let me play the fast version.
Wow, that is weird.
That was quicker. I'll play it one more time. So it just goes over. It just goes over, and you can hear as if a door closing, but there is a door there. It's always locked, but they don't give a shit if the door's locked or not. I'm just saying, for us humans, you know, it is locked, and there's a wall there. I think that area wide space, Lou, is about 8 foot, 9 foot wide.
Yeah,
with that. And then, so that's about 3 years ago. We're trying to redo the same thing again, and we just don't get it.
Cool. That's mad, isn't it? Okay.
It is, and there's nobody there. There's nobody there. I'm going to play the slow one more time for you, just so, because I played the fast one first. I'll play the slow one more time.
Right, though.
Really sorry.
The video, it did look like it was starting to get dark around the area at the back. Do you know?
Like a shadow, yeah. That door in front of us, the door in front of us where we come in and where we go out. I'll play the slow one now for a second.
That's a really cool capture.
It is, and I was just in a small little GoPro that's here somewhere, and I haven't used it again in so many years. But yeah, so that's we haven't got that again. We've tried to now people have been felt, and I know a few people who sat there in the dark and just left, you know, wanted to leave. I sat there on my own in the dark one night, and I was fine for 45 minutes. But then, you know, it happens. I have this probably, you know, way some people, when they investigate, some are very affected.
Yeah.
Some are not.
Yeah.
I always have this shield of, and I know they know I'm a little bit nervous because I'm human, fight or flight. But I also have this shield of, I dare you to touch me. Dare you to affect me. I dare you. Like, I'm kind of giving off these vibes of, we're not doing it today. Which I probably shouldn't, you know, because that's what we're here for. But I'm too busy to get into the work. So the rest, make them cry, make them sick, do whatever you need to do. But let me see what's happening to them so I can continue on with my work, if that makes sense. I'm very regimental when it comes to investigations. You know, I'm kind of like, you know, affect them. I'm too busy. Sometimes you get a little vertigo. And it has happened a few times, but you get a little bit of vertigo and you know, there was one time actually, oh God, I'm talking bull crap. There was one time I got emotional, and not that I don't get emotional. I probably cry once a day. It's healthy. It's healthy. I watch animal shows and I watch animal. So yes, I do bloody cry. Yes, I do. And it's great, you know, for your eyes and whatever, not great for your bags. But there was one time, like in paranormal never makes me emotional. But there was one time where I genuinely got emotional, and I said to Alan, I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to cry. I think I'm going to cry. And it's not like me to do that. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm a tough exterior, you know, regimental, tough exterior. Look, that's Shawnee. I knew Shawnee, and I was going to say it, and I didn't say it. I knew it was Shawnee, because I always say to Shawnee, and I was about to say, every time me and Shawnee talk on the phone, I always say this, and then I said, no, don't say it. But he goes, say it, because I always say to Shawnee, right, bye, good luck. And I say, go wash yourself. I always tell him to go wash himself. I tell him to go wash himself. Bye, good luck, go wash yourself. Now he tells me to go wash myself. Like, yes. Toby, hold on, Mama's coming. Yes, that's my saying, Shawnee. He's taking that off me. I won't tell you how I answer the phone, because that's a whole different show. Like, hello? No, I'm not going to say
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't do that. But we are going to say good night. We are going to say thank you so much for joining in with us tonight. It was fun. My cat is just getting annoyed. I think my cat wants to have it.
Wants to be on the show.
He does it all the time. I can't believe he said, go wash yourself. What an arse. Let me go back into this. Is he texting Dad? No. Look, I'm doing a lot of different stuff here now. Hold on. Give me one tickety bee. God, I'm like a one-woman show here. Would you ever set up your own podcast, ladies? Would you ever do your own podcast?
Yeah.
Would you? I think you should.
We have talked about it.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough in Ireland. There's not enough podcasts in Ireland at all. There isn't, and there should be more.
Yeah.
Considering Ireland is so old, like it's
Listen,
I
know. It's got a lot of history, like
old.
It's historic and so on, and there's a lot of teams that would love to go on. And I tell you, like I have a lot of friends in America and so on that would love to go on a different show rather than Shadow Whispers in the Night, because half them are on at half the time. But you know, I could give you the names if you ever set it up, and then you know, take them on your show from America, and you go on their show in America, and so on, because there's not enough podcasts in Ireland. There isn't. There's me.
There is.
I know Anthony Kerrigan does it now and again. Ghost Era, and that's it. That's all I know of. Yeah. That's all I know of. Yeah. Maybe I should just be one. Maybe I should just be the only one. Step away, lady. But I think there should be more, especially a ladies group as well. There should be more to do the podcast in Ireland, like, because I'm sure half the people get fucking fed up listening, and here comes Jenny from Ireland, and it's just the same old. So I think it would be great to have another team, especially a ladies team that does a podcast. I think you should do it. I definitely think you should do it. Now, Bridget, not bringing us into the basement with you? What an arse. Right, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to bring us into the background and 2 tickety boos. I want to say thank you so much, ladies, for joining myself and Lulu tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks a million. And Lulu, thank you for coming on as my co-host again, as always. Fabulous. We love. And everyone who watched, liked, shared, continue watching, continue liking, continue sharing. Look, Bridget, come ahead. There's no way out if I
Well,
okay. Let me just pack up a few equipment here now. And a phone battery and a charger and whatnot.
And some snacks.
Yeah.
I know, we're locked into
Always remember the snacks.
What? Oh, what'd you say? Always get what?
Always remember the snacks. Never forget the snacks.
Yeah.
We need snacks. We need tea. We need a flask of tea.
Yeah.
We need snacks and we need a phone charger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a bottle of wine. Let's not lie. A bottle of wine. Who's lying here? Bring the fresh wine.
Bridget has loads. It's fine.
Just wrap the neck in a string and just load it down to us. We'll have it.
Yeah.
Plenty of food. She's plenty of food.
Oh, great.
Plenty of food and wine.
Why?
Hold on, he will be down. Right, I'm going to bring us into the background. Thank you, everyone who watched, liked, shared. Keep doing it. Keep watching. Keep watching the recording. So we're going to be everywhere. Good night to the Paragirls.
Good night.
Thank you so much. I'm going to bring you the background. Stay there for a second if you can. Lulu, my love, I'll see you. Stay there as well, Lulu.
Stay there.
It's like an Irish goodbye. We never can do it, but we will. We'll be here like half an hour later. But we're going to bring you the background anyway, and we're going to say good night. Good night.